Hi there, I'm Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX here at MLG 2012 Spring Championships in Anaheim, California. The tournament has ended. We're here on day 3 with Chris Loranger.
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 Yes.
Okay, good. I finally got it. Otherwise known as HuK. Chris, how'd the tournament go for you?
Horrible. I won my first round, and then I was one match away from making it into group play, which is extremely important at MLG. I unfortunately lost to Live 2-0, and then I lost to Monster 2-0 as well, and then I was out of the tournament. Monster's pretty good. He beats us a lot lately. I think he beat JYP too to knock him out of this tournament, and we've had trouble with him in the past, so it wasn't too great, but just kind of look on to the future.
So when you say horrible, do you feel like you should have performed better, or just you met people that kind of had your number this time?
I think you got to look at it the first way. If you're going to look at a tournament the second way, you shouldn't be a pro player, because you never go into a tournament saying, oh, I faced tough opponents, I lost, so that's forgivable. You always want to look at it like, I am the best player here, I should always win, you know, and go into it with that method, and then place as high as you can place and, you know, deal with a third or fourth or fifth. But dealing with whatever place I place is not acceptable as a pro gamer in my mind.
So when you prepared for this tournament, how did you go about it? What did your days look like?
The last week I've been spending in the EG house, which has been extremely helpful, just being around my teammates who speak really good English instead of a Korean. And, you know, just talking about strategies, new ideas, stuff like this. Me and Marcus played a lot of games. I hope it pays off for him in GSL. It was really beneficial, but I just think traveling too much lately has had an effect on it. But I didn't play my best, and that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Looking to the future, like you said, is there anything you're going to change or anything in specific that you're going to buckle down and work on?
Yeah, I've talked to a few other players. I think I got to change my style in a lot of ways. My style is too Brood War-ish. I think you have to be a lot more all-in or macro player and not try to stay in the middle and pressure, but try to transition. Other than that, I'm going to try to travel less. Yeah, I think I'm going to prepare a lot for PvP, for WCS. I don't know, maybe review more replays, have Cody do the same.
Traveling less, does that mean you'll be a little more choosy about tournaments, or just try to lessen your travel schedule? How are you going to do that?
I would hope that it would be less tournaments. I mean, it's really hard with so many good events. I mean, the last month has been like MLG, Red Bull, MLG, next DreamHack, then WCS. You're not really able to pass up any of those, but we'll see what we can do, talk to Cody and Alex, and hope for the best.
Well, you're talking about changing up your style a little bit. One thing that was cool about this tournament is that Heart of the Swarm was here. Did you get a chance to play it, or did you want to?
I kind of wanted to, but when I lose, I'd never want to go back to the venue. I kind of hope just like a bomb hits it and like nothing exists from that place where bad things happened. But I did hear a lot about it. I talked about a few players about different OP-ness, but overall it seems like a lot of the new units are really strong, and obviously there's going to be a lot of tweaking, but I definitely like the sounds of like a Spider Mine and a 22 range air unit and these kinds of things.
So you're looking forward to it. You're not as apprehensive about it.
I was not looking forward to it before this, but since Anaheim, yeah, I think I'm looking forward to it. I think overall just changing the game up is going to be a lot of fun.
How did it feel to have such a high presence of Blizzard here at the event?
It was really nice. Blizzard, I'm glad that they're getting more into esports. They're supporting it. They're going to come to MLGs, It was just really nice. I think I was just walking with my friends today, and I saw like a giant bus with a Blizzard logo on it for I don't know what God reason, but it was there. So I think it's really nice. I'm glad.
There are a lot of people here, of course. We're in Anaheim. There's all sorts of, there's the WCS tournament going on at the same time, which you luckily didn't have to participate in. You just had MLG, right?
I just had MLG, but I wish I would have played WCS in the U.S. instead of Canada, because apparently the U.S. is going to be like 2 or 3 times the amount of money, 2 or 3 times the amount of spots, and I think the skill is pretty comparable to Canada. So I kind of wish I played this one, especially looking at the final. Not that either player was bad, but I definitely feel like I would have done really well in the WCS here.
A lot of your teammates were kind of saying, for me it was a bit hard because I had to go from match to match to match, playing both tournaments at the same time. Are you going to be in a situation like that when you play for Canada?
It's during NASL finals. I don't know if that's announced yet, but boom, if it isn't, if this gets posted, then there you go. I don't think so. I think even if it was that way, I would prefer it, because then you're just constantly warmed up. As long as you're not playing for like 10 hours a day, because that's rough. But if you're playing like 6 or 8 hours and you constantly have matches, to me that's fine, because it keeps you warmed up and you don't really, doze off or anything.
You mentioned that once you lose, you want to leave, you want the bomb to hit the venue, you don't want to come back ever again. But how does energy, in terms of the amount of people, the fans, other tournaments going on, how does that affect you? Do you usually stay pretty calm, or are you affected by those outside factors?
It depends on day to day. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you don't sleep right the night before. It's pretty random, so I don't really look on it too much, but it is a factor. Just it's so random that it can't put it into words.
You are a player that has a really close relationship with his fans, a lot of very devoted people who support you. Have you had any really positive experiences with fans this time?
Yeah, I got like a few little packages, like notes and stuff and candy and stuff from some fans. Just stuff like hearing stories about people that have traveled really far, or, I watched you from the first tournament you won, or, you helped blah, 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 these kind of things. I don't want to get into specifics. I don't know how personally people want their stuff on air, but I met a lot of really cool fans, so I'm really thankful.
Right now we're going into a bar craft after the tournament that's been put on by a lot of the teams, including EG, some sponsors like Monster Energy, Twitch, Alienware, and there are going to be fans here as well as a lot of players. For you, coming out of the tournament, is this something that's still part of your work, or is this a relaxing, cool time for you?
Up until 10, it'll still be part of my work. I mean, it's not a part of my work I really mind. Even when I'm at MLG just walking around, I have no problem most of the time, unless I have to do something immediately then, just sign autographs. It's really cool to meet fans and just meet other people that play the game, more casually or whatever. Up until 10, I consider it work, but it's not like a part of the job I hate. And then after that, I'll probably drink a little bit, cut loose, do, more fun things.
Well, we hope you have fun. Are there any other things coming up for you in the near future that your fans can watch for or support you in?
Yeah, I have DreamHack in a week, and then I think like 2 or 3 weeks after that is NASL Finals and WCS. So I should be at all 3. I hope you come and see me, say hi, whatever. I appreciate you, and yeah, thanks.
Where else can they find you online? Twitter, Facebook, streaming?
Facebook, I think you can just look up HuK. Twitter, it's my last name, then my first name, which is Loranger Chris. I'll say it American just so you can spell it. Online, myeg.net has a lot of information on me. Yeah, I think that's it.
Any shout-outs you want to give before we sign off?
Yeah, family, friends, fans, I love you, thank you. All my friends that came here and spent the last week for me, Wednesday to Wednesday, I love you and appreciate you, thank you. And just myeg.net, my team, my sponsors, my managers, all the staff. Thanks.
And I want to thank Kingston HyperX specifically for bringing me out, letting me talk to awesome guys like Chris. Chris, have a good night. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks, you too.